Frasiacs, welcome. It's Wednesday. Boom. That means it's TLC Talk. If you're new here, welcome. Every single Wednesday without fail here on the Sarah Fraser Show, we do the latest gossip. We just sit around and we have a little chat sesh. Lots of times I'm drinking a little hot cup of tea and we talk about our favorite TLC shows, including Sister Wives, 90 Day Fiancé, 90 Day Fiancé Last Resort. I don't have any good MILF Manor. MILF Manor's back for a season 2. I don't have any good MILF Manor tea. But yeah, all your favorite shows. Seeking Sister Wife, here's the bottom line with that. They're creepy. That's like all you need to know from this season. Now, this season's been great. A lot of people are loving it. The Davis family. Did anyone else see the meme of Nick Davis, the husband who stays at home while his 3 wives work and now he's courting a 4th, going out on a date with that woman and he just stares at her tits the entire time? It's so disturbing. Everybody is like, this guy's such a creep. Well, every guy on the show is, to be quite honest. So anyhow, we have a lot to get to today, per usual. A lot of fans coming out to continue to support Janelle Brown after she posted a really emotional social media post this week saying how difficult her Mother's Day was. We'll talk about that. Hunter Brown, Janelle's son, he just lost to his brother Garrison, had a bizarre Instagram post, or a lot of people thought it was bizarre, and he actually responded to it. So I'll tell you what he's saying today about his IG. And then also which sister wife kid has now turned off almost all commenting on their social media and why. We have that to get to. But first, I want to talk about all the rumors that I started. You know, we like to start friendly rumors. Well, I think. I hope. I try not to start negative ones that are hurtful, although I guess this could be. The long and the short, Frasiacs, is last week I brought it to everybody's attention that Micah Plath from Welcome to Plathville had made his second appearance as the bartender on Watch What Happens Live in 6 months. If you all recall, sexy, hot model Micah Plath was on Watch What Happens Live in November of 2023. I went to BravoCon, okay? And Andy Cohen said he is like obsessed with Welcome to Plathville. He's watching the show. He's obsessed with Micah Plath. Micah Plath is hot. We're all trying to get with Micah Plath, all right? But Micah was on a second time just a few weeks ago. And I said, is this because Andy Cohen wants to date him? And I went through all the theories as to why they could be dating, how they could be dating. And quite frankly, if I were Micah Plath, I would make myself date him. Well, I always say you guys are much smarter than I am. And now a listener has messaged me. I want to shout out Yvonne. Yvonne, you're a smart woman. And she says, Sarah, I'm pretty sure that Andy booked Micah Plath to be the bartender for Casey Rose Wilson. He always loves to surprise Casey Rose, and she has an enormous crush on Micah. Casey was the guest in the first chair. I'm sure you know that's very important on the show. Andy actually introduces him by saying to Casey, I know you love surprises. So what? A loyal Frasiac cracked the case. And by the way, I put this theory up last week too. I go, you know, are Andy and Micah dating? And people were like, Micah Plath's not gay. Why are you insinuating that? Well, if someone insinuated that I was dating Kyle Richards, you think I would object? No. Be like, hell yeah, I want to date that hot, rich lesbian. Like, yes. If someone goes, ooh, Sarah Fraser and Morgan Wade are together and broke up Kyle Richards, I'd be like, run with it. Actually, and when I was on the radio in DC on the Kane show, there used to be, was it a Reddit? Or was it the website DC Urban Moms? There used to be this website that like had all the tea. And anyway, there was a whole strand on there about how if I was a lesbian. Yes, I love it. Do you think I objected? No. Anyhow, I thought it was a compliment. And by the way, I don't think it's far off that I wanted to see those two date because Micah Plath did just shoot and he posted it on his social media for an all gay man's coffee table book where he went full frontal and it was like limited edition. So it's not like far off. Anyhow, you know what? I'll let it rest. But Yvonne, shout out to you. Looks like you may have broken the case. Darcey and Stacey had another plastic surgery procedure from Darcey and Stacey. Now, it does appear that the Darcey and Stacey show, as we know it, is done. But we do know that Darcey and Georgie are appearing on season 2 of Last Resort, which has been filming in Arizona. However, fans, and I don't even know why you guys like comment under their social media, they're not going to stop having plastic surgery. They've appeared on this show 3 times. I adore the women. They're fun. They poke fun at their plastic surgery. But now the twins underwent their latest plastic surgery procedure, and it's called Skin Vive. And it's amazing new skin treatment, Darcey told her fans alongside her sister on Instagram this past Thursday. We cannot wait to try it. Gives you a glow, and I can't wait to see the beautiful Darcey and Stacey glow. Skin Vive is the first and only hyaluronic acid micro droplet injectable indicated to improve cheek skin smoothness. In another uploaded TLC personality or another video, they sat back to watch their cheekbones have the, I guess, the procedure applied to it. Okay. Darcey and Stacey, of course, are known for their numerous surgical cosmetic treatments. Hi. Okay. They've even gone to Turkey, as you guys know, to have their teeth done and other work. Oh my God. They're addicted to the plastic surgery, which, go to it. I don't know. I can't go under. Ugh, all the things. Give me the procedures where you can stay awake and they numb your complete face. Okay. Thank you. So Darcey and Stacey getting more plastic surgery procedures. People are like losing their mind over it. I don't know why. They're not going to stop. And they've said that on my episodes. Let's talk about sister wives, which is why you guys all come here. Oh, there's a nasty sister wife thread going around too about Janelle. I'll tell you about that. But anyhow, Janelle, it was heartbreaking. And every time I read something sweet about Garrison that Janelle posts, I always kind of well up because I just can't imagine as a mother. And I know far too many of you know somebody who's lost a child or you've lost a sibling. But just one day ago, Janelle posted Mother's Day grief and strawberry rhubarb pie. Mother's Day was surprisingly emotional for me this year. It's just never been a big holiday for me. My children have always shown up for me and made me feel special every day, especially since they became independent adults and weren't home all the time. But this year was different. All weekend, I felt grief so close to the surface, and it was especially poignant when I made this simple pie. Our strawberry picking excursion, combined with the fact that I randomly found rhubarb at the local farmer's market, made it feel like this pie was destiny. Strawberry rhubarb is a huge favorite at our house, and maybe no one loved it more than Garrison, and that made this pie a little bittersweet. I love you, honey, and miss you every day. Oh my God, don't you get emotional like just hearing it? Oh, I could like tear up. I just think it's so sad what they're going through. And oh, and to have to do it in the public eye. I know they're public, but you don't anticipate when you go on TV that something like that is going to happen and then it's going to play out. And they've certainly received a lot of judgment because, as far as we know and what we've heard, the show is continuing and they are going to talk about and share Garrison's passing on season 19. We've heard cameras are back up and, they're going to tell part of that story. So it just broke my heart about Janelle. The other thing that's going on with the kids are making some waves in the sister wives world this week. So Hunter Brown is overseas, put up a picture with 2 of his buddies. And oh my Lord, I got emails from you guys that were like, what does this mean? What does this mean? Okay, here's the photo. You can see it on my YouTube. Here's the photo. He's in the UK and he says, UK with my doctor and my dad. Good times. Oh my God. People, 276 comments. I'm confused. Well, Cody has certainly not been a dad to his kids, well, except Meri's kids. Then someone wrote, you mean Robin's kids? Oh my God. And that sparked a whole conversation. I'm assuming that quote unquote dad in question isn't Cody. Look out, Hunter. People are about to come for you. Oh my God. The comments on this thing. People are about to overanalyze this to death. Okay, so he ends up finally jumping on to put all of the rumors to bed. And he wrote, guys, it's a joke. Everybody calm down. Okay, yeah. I sort of read that and from immediately I thought, yeah, this is a joke. And basically people were like defending Hunter, thankfully, and saying friend groups, there's always like people always have like a mom and dad and a friend group. What is all the fuss, y'all? What is all the fuss? Let the guy live. Anyway, he looks like he is enjoying his life best he can given the circumstances. So have a great trip, Hunter. The other person that's getting some heat, and they have turned the comments off, sweetie. They are limited with an ED, is Leon. Leon is out here for free Palestine, left and right, and they are raising money for a family in Gaza. Oh, boy, child. And the comments have been turned off. Now, look, we can always debate and whatever you believe, but clearly Leon either got so much backlash that they turned off the comments or they don't want to hear anything in between. If you want to support this family, Osama is the gentleman's name. And she says, they say, please help Osama get his family to safety. The link is in the link place. If you can't donate, please share. Now, this has over 7,000 likes, so obviously a lot of people believe that and follow. But it only has 4 comments, and Leon has crushed the comments. Now, let's go to this GoFundMe and see how much they've raised for Osama and family. Okay, so 12,000 pounds have been raised of the 80,000 goal, 408 donations. Terrible what's going on there, of course. We all feel like we don't want one more person to be killed, but anyhow, Leon shut those comments down. They are limited to 4, honey. We're only getting 4 comments because people got a lot of opinions, including myself. That's why I got a podcast. So Leon and Hunter, they're on social media getting it this week. And then this is so bizarre. So Reddit has been, I have loved observing. First of all, Reddit is a blast to be on in Sister Wives threads when Sister Wives is in season. Epic. Love your fan theories. So good. Now, while we wait for a new season of Sister Wives to drop in August, things are a bit dicey out there in the Sister Wives world. And now people are questioning, and here's the thing. I can defend her a little bit, but then I can't. A lot of people are questioning Janelle and Madison. They're in business together. Why they haven't lost more weight when they're promoting an MLM tea, the pink gut health tea that's supposed to be an appetite suppressant and help you lose weight. Now, look, do we want to talk about people's weight? Yeah, I guess we do now, because I was a huge body positivity fanatic. I was all about it. Let's stop talking about people's weight. No one cares. People want to be skinny. Everybody's doing Ozempic, and everybody has a song and dance about, wow, my blood sugars, and it's a miracle drug, Sarah, and you're just a hater because you didn't lose weight that way. Whatever. I've said, go for it. To me, I have anxiety when a doctor says, unless you've had a heart attack and you've got to be on a blood thinner for life, I don't understand how people are going to stay on Ozempic for life. And people that I know that are on it that have lost 70, 80 pounds, and they were on Ozempic before when it was very taboo, are starting to gain the weight back because it doesn't work. You have to keep upping the dosage to keep it working. But whatever, I beat this dead horse. Do the Ozempic. People care. Everybody wants to be young and thin in this country. That's the priority. So we do talk about people's weights now. But I can't really defend it because I don't think that we should be criticizing Janelle at all, quite frankly, for a year. I think she should have a grace period after what she's been through. But she and Christine and Madison do continue to go online because it's a huge part of their livelihood and promote their MLMs, their teas. Obviously Meri has Worthy Up, which I've got some news about that too, because a lot of people thought she plagiarized the name. Is that true? So people are now doing a strand on Reddit saying okay, she's promoting these teas. Why hasn't she lost more weight? I think that clearly she's gone through something so stressful. Personally, I don't care. I think she looks great. I do. I feel like everybody's lost weight on that show. Robin, Christine, Meri, they've all lost weight. I think they look amazing. And they all seem the happiest that they've seemed in a very long time. So, but I'm not into an MLM. I'm not buying teas. I'm not doing the Ozempic. So I don't really care what she looks like. I just want her to be happy and healthy. And hopefully the family can just put one foot in front of the other for the rest of their lives, because it never gets easier. As someone who lost their dad to cancer when I was 14, you still think about him 25 years later, almost daily. The other news is Meri Brown. So there was a story circulating. Did Meri Brown steal her Worthy Up name from an author? Well, I can shut this down real quick because no, Meri did not steal the name of Worthy Up from another author. Now, she did say she actually brought this up, and then people kind of jumped on this bandwagon too. Well, Meri, Worthy Up is already a book by Jamie Kern Lima. It's called Worthy: How to Believe You Are Enough and Transform Your Life. Now, obviously, Jamie must not have a trademark on Worthy. I don't know if anybody does. But Meri did not plagiarize it. She even put up an Instagram post saying, nearly 2 years ago during a weekend getaway in the mountains, I spent some time reflecting on my life experiences and what I feel called to share after so many life lessons. That weekend, Worthy Up was born. Fast forward maybe 6 or 8 months, and the beautiful Jamie Kern Lima announced the upcoming release of her book, Worthy. I shrunk a little inside thinking there's no way I can use the name Worthy Up. That's too similar. It will look like I'm just copying her idea and not being unique in mine. After spending some time giving it a serious consideration, I couldn't help but come back to it. And I knew it was for me. I knew I needed to honor the experience, stick by my plan, and follow my heart. Having already read Jamie's first book, Believe It, a couple of times, I had no doubt that her newest book, Worthy, would be one to add to the list. So she didn't plagiarize it. She wanted to clear this up because people had accused her of doing that. And in fact, Jamie even commented on her Instagram and says, congratulations on Worthy Up. The more people helping us all build self-worth together, the better. I'm so excited and happy for you and everyone that your movement will serve and bless. So there's no drama, there's no beef, and Meri did not steal the name. So there you have it. Okay, a lot of sister wives tea there. We're all good. The other big theory that's going around, two more theories in the 90-day space, is did Angela Deem and Michael stage their whole drama of Michael allegedly running away? What? Who? I mean, can you imagine if this were true? Now, because Michael and Angela appeared on this week's episode of 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After, fans now believe that TLC, Angela and Michael worked together to stage this whole Michael running away thing to generate ratings. Guys, I have to say, I cannot even fathom that this theory could be true. I just can't. I can't because it went, and I know you guys are going to say, well, isn't that what they wanted when Angela went live and it went worldwide that he was missing? I just don't believe this could be true. I cannot believe that TLC would ever try to orchestrate something like this. I know they know it's very serious when people are here on visas and immigration law. Did Angela and Michael stage it on their own? I mean, people are finding a lot of things. They're reading a lot into this. I don't know. I mean, if they did, and this comes out that this whole thing was fake, I cannot even imagine, right? But I mean, we now all rightfully so are skeptical to some degree with these social media or with these reality shows, thinking like Mauricio and Kyle, was their marriage fake? Was their divorce fake? PK and Dory. But I tend to find out that they are real. And most of the reality TV producers I know on these shows always say that, while some of the scenes are, more coerced or set up in the sense the producer will be like, hey, I heard this, that Dory was talking shit about you at the last night's event. Here's what she said. Why don't you go talk to her about it? That kind of setup. But to manufacture something like this, I can't imagine. I can't imagine that that could be true, but that is now one of the theories that is circulating out there. Liz from Big N and Liz, we all know how their relationship is completely over. Liz has moved on. It is dating someone more age appropriate. Big Ed has moved out of San Diego and is single as a Pringle down there in Arkansas and dating. Liz turned 32 this week, put up a fire, sexy boudoir pic. Shout out to Liz, who's been on this show, and happiest of birthdays to her. Now, that situation, when we talk about fake, I do believe that Big Ed and Liz played the game a bit. I do. And I don't actually think there's any hard feelings there. I think they're just over one another and very happy to move on. They've moved on. So there you have it. But Michael and Angela, that theory is bananas. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I mean, can you even imagine? And a lot of people are saying if in fact he really ran away, then why hasn't he been detained by ICE? Like, why hasn't he gone back to Nigeria? I think the reason is because supposedly there's a little bit of a legal issue going on where he is alleged that Angela has abused him. And so I believe, I'm by no means an immigration expert, but I believe that you do have some protection if you are brought over here by visa and then the person that sponsored you ends up, abusing you or doing something illegal to you. So that's what I've heard, but that would be a wild story if in fact this is developing and there are new thoughts and theories. So we will see. Seeking Sister Wife continues to be just the epic show that everybody, talks about. It's amazing, quite frankly. And will continue to unfold as season 5. And now, of course, this week, everyone hates Garrick's body. Garrick, his dad bod. And, anyway, it was kind of a slow week for Seeking Sister Wife for me, gotta say. Okay. If you need to get caught up on the Sarah Fraser Show, well, guess what? There's a lot to be caught up on this week. Andrea Lopez comedy, The Impressionist, famous for her Kourtney Kardashian impression, and Kristen Cavallari joined the podcast on Monday. You can go and hear what Andrea Lopez had to say. Yesterday, over the weekend, I went to Justin Timberlake, the concert here in Los Angeles. I give my full review. I have thoughts. I'm never at a loss of words, really. And then tomorrow you can expect David Yontif and I to break down all the details. Something about her, the sandwich shop, supposed to open today in Hollywood. So did it happen? All that tomorrow on the Sarah Fraser Show. All right, bye everybody.